What is up, guys? It's Incredible Aim. Today I'm going to be showing you my gaming setup. To start off, I got the Xbox One X right there. So it's a pretty nice system. I haven't noticed too much of a difference between that and the One S that I have in another room. But it works pretty good, you know, hasn't let me down yet so far. After that, I got my Astro Mixamp A40 TR system, which has been really good. It gives me that nice directional sound so I can pinpoint stuff in game, pretty much like if you were there in the moment. So that's what I really like about that. And here's my A40s, just a nice little side profile shot going there. They're really nice. I used to have an older A40 system back in the day, and this is definitely an improvement. I've just always kind of gravitated toward Astros. I've had a lot of headsets over the years, and Turtle Beaches. I've had, let's see, HyperX. So A40s, you know, Astro systems have just always been high on my list for sound quality and build quality. They just last and they sound amazing. So yeah, next, let's see, I'd like to show you my HD60S Plus. There it is right there. That has really opened up my avenue for recording. Prior I had a HD60 which didn't have the generic video driver, so you had to use Elgato software specifically in order to use it, and I've just had nothing but issues with Elgato game capture software. I've lost a lot of nice clips, full gameplays, and it just got to the point where I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna hold out, wait till a nice capture card comes out. And when the HD60S Plus came out, I just went and bought that, and it allows me to use OBS, and I have not had any issues with OBS ever since I've started using that. So how I use OBS is I got the, let's get this little cord out of the way. I got a Mac Pro 2009. It's got upgraded internals in it, but I do have Mac OS, which I think is running Mojave right now, and Windows 10. They're both on separate drives. I did have to put a USB 3.0 expansion card in it in order to run the HD60S Plus. And it's got I think a AMD RX 580 graphics card in it. 16 gigs of RAM, 6 core Xeon processor, 2.6 gigahertz. But it works pretty good, and I just use a 1 terabyte 7200 RPM drive to save my capture footage to and edit from. And you know, I got it at like $500 on Craigslist. It works pretty nice. I'm a big fan of it. Managed to save a lot of money, and I've got 2 different operating systems, so I just use Windows 10 to capture with, and then I switch into Mac OS and edit on Final Cut Pro. So that's kind of like my workflow with that. I got the Asus, I'm not sure what the model is. I can put a link in the description, but it's a 27-inch 4K monitor. It's just a twisted pneumatic panel, so it's not, you know, an IPS or vertical alignment, or OLED, but it works really nice. It's got the fast response rate of 1 millisecond, so I've actually noticed a little bit of difference. I had I tried a 32-inch Samsung that had like a 5 millisecond response, and I just, you know, a lot of people say you can't really notice a difference, but just for some reason I did notice a difference in response rate. But it's also a VA panel, and I'm used to gaming on a TN panel, which is what I used to game on right here was the Asus 24-inch. I think it's VG245H. But it was like $180, not too bad. So I just use that to edit on now, which I'm going to replace with an IPS display eventually, so I can get that nice accurate color reproduction going on, because the TN panels, while they have like a nice refresh rate, they don't offer the best as far as your saturation and contrast and being able to get your colors right and edit and all that, which IPS displays are known for. So eventually that's what I'm gonna do, is upgrade that. I've got a chair I picked off Amazon. Get out of that bright light. It was about $90, I think, but it's an S Racer. I think it's just like a knockoff of, you know, your nicer name brand ones. But so far it's been good. I've had it for a few months now, and it's been a great chair. No complaints there. Pretty solid build quality. I would recommend this chair to anyone, really. See, it comes with like a nice little neck pillow, and it does come with a pillow down there. But I just don't like using that part of it. But yeah, I'll put a link in the description for all this stuff in here. Here's my keyboard that I got that has Mac and Windows OS keys, so that I know which keys to use depending on what operating system I'm in. I just use a standard controller, you know, nothing fancy. I did have a little paddle pack there from Walmart for a while, but I just got kind of tired of dealing with it, and it gave my hands cramps after a while, so I just use a normal controller. You know, nothing too crazy. A little cheap Logitech mouse, SteelSeries pad. Got my cell phone charger. It's a quick charger, so that's real nice. And I just picked up some cheap Logitech speakers. But, oh yeah, the table. So I got this table from IKEA. You can see it rocks a little bit there. But it was like, I think, it was somewhere between $40 and $80. I'm not sure. I'll have to find a link and put it in the description. But yeah, it's been a nice table. I probably wouldn't PC game on it because it does rock a little bit like you just seen there. But for console gaming, since you're not touching the table, it works just fine. It's got plenty of space. You know, as you can see, I got a desktop down there, and that's a huge computer, by the way. That's like 50% larger than most desktops nowadays, or towers. But so it fits a 24, a 27 inch, all my stuff to go with it. Sits up, you know, at a good height, and I think it's probably one of the best tables you can get for the money. So yeah, I know I got a lot of cables down there that are pretty messy, but you know, I prefer to keep them out in the open because sometimes I do like to experiment with different setups, and you know, have to replace a cable or take my Xbox into another room, stuff like that. So, you know, maybe I'll get to cable manage eventually, but right now it doesn't really bother me, so whatever. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. You know, maybe this will give you some ideas of what you can do with your setup. You know, this works for me, and I don't plan on changing it anytime soon unless I come into some more funds. You know, like I said, I'll probably add an IPS panel eventually to edit off of. But for right now, it works. And, you know, I hope this helps. If this gives you any ideas, then just drop a comment down. Tell me what you think. I hope this helps. And until next time, we'll see you.